Hi, it's Sharon from Be Divine Vintage. Today I'm going to have a go at making a cabinet card for this journal. I'm going to make a few cabinet cards, but I'm going to make one with you today, first try. Let's see what happens. You know I'm into these first tries. So this journal is coming along beautifully. I've enjoyed doing it so much. However, I'm currently on a mission now to get, I've got quite a few projects going, but the ones that I'm nearly finished on, I am finishing off. So this is one of them. So I want to make some cabinet cards to pop in this part of the journal at the back. So what I have done is, out of the Magical Tea Party from Line.Arrow, I have printed off the postcards and I've sort of very lightly coffee stained. So, because a lot of cabinet cards did become postcards, didn't they? I've just been having a look through mine and quite a lot of postcards on the back. So I've printed this on linen paper. I like the, because it's just a little bit slightly damp. It's doing a really raggedy tear, which is good. That's what we like. We like age, don't we? So how have you been? I hope you're all keeping well. I have been good, thank you. So I've been busy doing all these sort of projects. I've finished off some I Love You Because journals, which I will do a flip through. I'm working on my skeleton for Halloween. I'm finishing this off and I've got a Christmas journal to finish off. Right, so there we go, and that is going to go on the back. Little bits ripped off, it doesn't matter. Let's get some Distress Oxide. I do believe somebody said that Distress ink is actually better for doing this with, because Distress Oxide this vintage photo oxide has a tendency to go a bit yellowish. So I'm going to get some ink and give that one a whirl. If it curls up a little bit, it doesn't matter. Just remember, it's very, very old. So have you heard of the Cottingley Fairies? Is that a yes? If not, you need to look them up. There was a film made back in the, I think it was the 90s, called Fairy Tale, which was loosely based on. So there's the little girls who convinced the world, really, that they'd seen fairies at the bottom of their garden and they'd photographed them. Here's some of the pictures. Can you see? They'd photographed these fairies, and for years it couldn't be disproved. I think it has been disproved now. But Arthur Conan Doyle, I'm just going to use some matte medium. And yes, I am. Arthur Conan Doyle really believed that these fairies were real, and that is what got him into his belief in sort of the supernatural. I'm just painting over that with a matte medium. This is printed on linen paper, so I've got that lovely linen look to it. I printed it on the linen because there's a linen-y side and a smooth side. So I'm just painting and printing them with a bit of matte medium, just so we can let them dry off. So this is lightly coffee stained as well. More of a coffee wash. Just had a lovely coffee. I'm into the cans of instant Costa coffee at the minute. Me and my daughter we're just a bit mad on it. So just give those a light coat, light wash. Let's put them to one side. Right, let's get this back. So I'm going to mount this on, because it's flimsy, I'm going to mount it on some black card, which is here. So I need the card to be, you see, I'm using the old ruler method. Today I'm not using the cutter. So that's there. And I can use my, if I want to make sure it's straight, I can use my lines on here to ensure that. Let's just tear that down there. Oh, that's bad. Look at that. Because we're going for an edged look. So that is going to go on there. So this will be the back. Let's just tear that. And then what I want to do is to glue this onto there. So it's just, I'm just going to put a piece of scrap paper underneath to catch the glue. So I saw, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I saw, this is so cryptic, I saw a Christmas journal. No, it was a Christmas snippet roll, actually, that the artist had said, I suppose it could be used as a journal. And it's just given me a massive inspiration of something that I'm not sure has been done before. So I'm excited to show you that. But I'm not allowing myself to start any new projects until these are finished. My head is that of somebody who's just, oh, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do this, I'll do that. That looks good on there. It's on the back of there. So, shall I put a stamp on there? No. Ooh, I'll leave the one on that's on there. So here we go. Ooh, let's just go around the edge. Right, so that is my cabinet card there. Let's get my picture. So, this is the one I was thinking of putting on there. Yeah, so I'll just tear it off. Just thinking how I'm going to do this. Just tear it. Again, it's just ever so slightly damp, this paper, so it is tearing quite magnificently, really. This one, I just need to tear to there. So let's tear down there. Right, let's have a look. How much do I need to take off? I need to take about 1 centimetre off. Let's put that there. Let's have a look for 1 centimetre. Is that about 1/4 inch? I do want a bit of an edge around this on here. Shall I just put it on like that? I was going to put it on top of a white piece of a coffee stain piece of paper. Let's have a look. See which we like best. Oops. Which I was going to do slightly smaller than the card. I'll just move the card over. I love this tearing slightly damp business. slightly shorter. I'm thinking then, is that straight? So if that went on there, let's just go around the edges. I love distressing things and making them look older. I've done one or two little ones, but I can actually just, well, I was watching the videos and I thought I can distress much better than that. Sort of my early videos, still my early videos, I class them all as early videos. So if that went on there, and then that went on there, oh yeah, I like the border around it. So I need to take off a little tiny bit more. So let's just take a bit off this side. Come on. Oh, it's harder to tear, isn't it, when it's get my knife. It's harder to tear when you it doesn't want to. There we go, got it going. Oh, that score of my knife just takes it down there. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So that would go on there. So we need a little bit more off. Let's take a little bit more off. Whoa! Yeah, great stuff, Sharon. Swipe that off. Whoop. Forgot what I was talking about. What was I talking about? I don't know. Anyway, mate, tonight, still in my PJs now, but I'm going to go and have a nice shower and do my hair and makeup and things, because we're going going into Manchester, going into the city to watch Peter Kay. He's a local comedian. He's so funny. He's like an observational artist. So funny. And he has been very, very poorly. So he cancelled his show. He's not been around for a couple of years. So we booked these tickets 12 months ago. They are like gold dust to get hold of, the tickets for his show. There we go, that's nice. Like it. Right. So we've got tickets to go. So we thought, oh, well, as we're going into the city, let's go out for a nice meal. So I don't know if you've heard of Mowgli. I think they're sort of spreading all over the UK. I don't know if they're in Europe or the rest of the world yet. And basically, it's a lady, I do believe, this is the story, correct me if I'm wrong, and she saw an opening for sort of more authentic Indian street food. And because the Indian restaurants that we have are sort of formal Indian, the usual sort of curries and things like that, whereas with Indian street food, it's all different than your traditional restaurants. So she opened a street food restaurant called Mowgli, and it's absolutely taken off. Now I have left that, I have got a bit at the bottom there, and I know that, but you'll see what I'm going to do there in a minute. So yeah, so our restaurants have absolutely taken off. They're all over the UK now. The business just keeps expanding and expanding. But the food is absolutely delicious. Absolutely amazing. So we're going there first. There's 12 of us. And then we'll go walk around to see Peter Kay. He's so funny. he's just, his comedy is just observation. You can get out to have a look at him on YouTube. He talks like me because he's from Bolton, but he lives near me. He bought a rundown mansion. It's huge, his house. He bought this rundown mansion, and then, so there's the cabinet card and on the postcard. So he bought this rundown mansion and refurbished it all. Right, so these are what cabinet card looks like traditionally. And you know, you get all these little things across the bottom. So what I did, I got a load of cabinet cards, lined them all up, then I get all these bits from across the bottom. So I'm going to put one of those on there. Now, we're in Lancashire and the Fairies were in Yorkshire. So these are wrong because these cabinet cards are all from Lancashire. But you know, hey ho. So if you're from Yorkshire, I'm really sorry. Very, very sorry that I'm putting a Chorley photographer at the bottom here. It's my artist's, what's the word where I'm allowed to do things? Did I say this is printed on coffee stained tissue? Not tissue, tracing paper. Oh, there's two there. Let's take that across. Yeah, so he's an observational, but a lot of his comedy is sort of based on the area as well. He'll talk about the different shops and things. So obviously some of his stuff you need to know some of the places. And he talks about garlic bread, you know, garlic bread and cheesecake. It's funny, it's funny. Right, so I'm going to stick that across the bottom there. Then it's like a real cabinet card, don't you think? Let's stick it on. I'm not stitching it because cabinet cards weren't stitched, so this one isn't going to be stitched. So I'm going to make I'll finish this one now. I'm going to make the other two. So when I do the journal flip through, you will see them. Let's get my scissors. Just cut that off. What do you think? Do I get a thumbs up? I hope so. Hit that like button. I love that. I absolutely love that. I'm really, really pleased with it. Let's bring it up. And there's the back. Well, that's the first time I've made a cabinet card. A little bit of inspiration there from Twisted Paper Studios. Thank you, Twisted Paper Studios. Bless you. And I'm going to say goodbye now while I get on 18 minutes. Well, I think that's one of the quickest things I've ever made. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.